Hey adventurers, my name is Xerak, and today we are surviving an arc on the Valguero map. In this episode, I am hoping to get some upgrades done in our life and hopefully do some cool things, but first I want to address something. One of my viewers of these videos had pointed out that when I was chasing the parasaurs, I kept calling them Sparkles over and over again. And for some reason, when it came time to name it, I did not name it Sparkles. So I went ahead. I like Roboberta too much. I'm keeping that name. It amuses me. But Androidia is going by her true name of Sparkles now. And she is Sparkly and my favorite. So we've got that done. I want to do some upgrades today. You know, we've got this little living houseboat thing that we've worked on, and we got some work done on it, but one problem I have with it is the almost entire lack of visibility when trying to pilot it, so we're going to try to work around that and kind of changing its layout a little bit. Another thing we're going to look at, oh, you know what? I did a server change. Yeah, we can pick up our stone walls now. I got that fixed. On the server, so we can actually do those now. So we should be able to pick up and repurpose most of this. In fact, like if I go to this door, yeah, you see I can pick these up now. That is a setting in S+. Apparently it doesn't come enabled by default, and it's something you have to put in. So bear that in mind if you start doing the Structures Plus mod, which I do recommend for ease of building in this. You do have to put in something in the command line in order to be able to pick up stuff, which is one of the best things about the mod. We can just repurpose these building materials and build anew, which saves us a bit of gather time. That's nice. So we might do a little bit of hunting this morning. These stegos are curious. We're on the side of the lake where the metal is, as you can see over here. We've got a couple of metal nodes that we can harvest, but we're going to need to get some furnaces online to be able to do anything with these. So we'll have to start working towards that. There's plenty of stone over here for us to gather, which is why I kind of parked us over here. So we're going to ride Sparkles, go around and do some gathering, maybe do a bit of a layout change on this before we start putting our benches down and crafting stations down. You know, may invite the neighbors to come over and check out our house. I don't know. But yeah, we'll do a bit of a boat redesign. We'll get some workbenches put in here, some resources gathered, and we'll kind of talk through the technology and what we want to do for our next steps. But for right now, I'm going to go do a bit of a gather. So we'll get that going on, and I will see you guys in a bit. Yay! Hey, welcome back, guys. The night is dark and full of terrors, but we're gonna do some stuff here. I've been, oh gosh, gathering and crafting and building, and you can see a little bit right here that the profile of our raft has changed, but I want to bring you guys back to part of this, kind of show you. I've got these guys just smelting up some metal for me. This is not final resting place. In fact, we're gonna let's move some of this around real quick. We're just gonna take everything out of these inventories and we're gonna pick this guy up here. So I'll kind of show you guys what I had in mind for this. Yeah, I to kind of give you an idea of what I did while you guys were, you know, 30 seconds ago. Oh, that's the wrong button. I can't think. Let me pick you up. So I gathered a lot of materials. I killed a couple of Phiomias. I used the Parasaur to help me kill the Phiomia. Just bullet him and then killed it with the Parasaur, so it worked pretty well for that. What did I not pick up out of you? Oh, I guess there was raw metal. Temporarily, we're just gonna stash this stuff in here. But yeah, so I built this. We've got kind of this sort of layout. You see the ceiling actually dips in the middle now, which if we look here, makes it, you know, at least a lot more visibility forward and a little bit in the corners, while still keeping a pretty big size house. What I was thinking for saving some space is that we would do these like roof portions, but I'm actually finishing them off this time. You can see I've got like some railing around it. There's kind of like this is railing that's been converted to a half wall, which is something you can do with the S Plus railings. If you hold on it, you can say switch to half wall and it does that. So I made, just so when those doors open, then it didn't look like there was a weird gap there. I just kind of liked it visually better. Oh, don't need that railing there. But what I did find, these are sloped stone roofs, and what I found on the sloped stone roofs is that the railings won't clip. But so if you look at this is an S Plus stone ramp, and the railings will do their little angle thing here. So I just kind of swapped out some of the roofs on the end for railings, so that we can kind of get this finished look going up here. And this may be something like we tame a flying dino and park it up here, something like that. But then I was actually thinking for these forge guys, since S Plus has some really nifty features. Oh, we don't want to put it there. That's our guy. Since S Plus has some pretty nifty features that let us. Oh god, the automatic door is gonna kill me. We'll fix that in a bit here. That let you pull resources really easy. I don't think I want it there. Hold on, let's go 6. I'm gonna look at our feet. We're gonna do the K mode place technique, which my true arc heads will know all about. So we can see how far back we're getting this guy lined up here. Maybe we'll just stick with those two. Maybe we'll put 2 more on the other side just to even her out. But this kind of gets us started with our furnaces up here. So yeah, I figured we'd do some furnaces and other things up here, and we can always pull resources down as we need them if we do that route. Also changed it from being, you're right guys, auto close only. There we go. Auto close only. There we go. Sorry about that. Those sounds get a little irritating after a while. So you can see we still have our driver area accessible right here, which is good. I went ahead and put the door to the side because I found I couldn't get out that door, and I still wanted to have a door on the back for, you know, if I'm parked like this, you know, just to make it easy to get in. You can see I filled in with foundations underneath here. So there are still ceilings up there, and you can clip foundations under ceilings. It's purely aesthetic though. And then I have gotten up here several times. Yeah, you can definitely hop out of the water. We can't do the ramps any further down into the water. That's as low as we're going to be able to go. Just kind of capitalizing on having enough space. So we'll have to turn and pull into the shore sideways to get these guys in now. But since those gates have to be, or are that tall, and we need them to get the parasaurs in, it just made more sense to move them off to the sides like that so we get our visibility. So I kind of think we're doing pretty good here. Let's go ahead and see if we can swing around here. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on manual right now. We'll go ahead and get Roboberta inside. She's been kind of our beast of burden on this build. Oh boy. Yeah, we got to be careful not to dismount in the low ceiling part, because that's gonna flip us too much, so we won't be able to get off there. Sparkles is gonna hang out here for now, though I am just gonna grab those berries, that meat. Ooh, it looks like we're coming up on a spoilage. That'll be good, because we're gonna want to start making some narcotic. I'll just move the berries over here. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring you guys along for like the next part of this. I've got some torches I want to place down. We'll get some work tables and stuff done first, and then we'll remember the torches. We did get some metal here, which will be necessary for some of our crafting stations and workbenches. I am gonna pick this mortar and pestle up, because like I said, that was just really temporary. And let's start off with getting a smithy. That's gonna be how we're gonna make our first set of tools. We got the ingots, we just need to grab some hide. What else we need? Stone and wood. Stone and wood. And we've got our smithy. That's our first crafting station we want to look at. This is an additions table. We can look at something like that. S plus crafting table. This lets us craft anything we could craft in our inventory, but in its inventory, so we don't have to carry a bunch of the resources with us. It's a good thing for multiple reasons, and I'll kind of show you some of the others here in just a sec. Okay, let's get that. Let's get a table. Just a straight up table. Takes raw metal. We have a little. I don't know why it's raw, but okay. Table. And what do we need for one of our upgrade benches here? Fiber and thatch. All right, let's get that pulled over. Let's get that pulled over. We're gonna make an upgrade bench. We're gonna make that guy. What is this? Meat spoiler. Well, we don't have the stuff for that right now. Oh, I made a blueprint station. Is that different from an breaks down weapons, armors, tools, saddles? Okay, so we wanted the upgrade stations. Okay, we almost built the wrong thing, but we good. We good. And probably, definitely, 100% a bed is going to be super useful. So that's going to be kind of some of our start out placeables that we're really going to want to mess with here. Let's free up the old inventory. Oh man, I didn't spoil all the meat in time, but that's okay. All right, so let's start off with upgrade station's going to be important. We are going to want to get this little box that's going to snap next to it. We'll get the smithy. We'll get that, and then we'll get our table here. Okay, perfect. So I'm probably going to do some of these like in these back portions here. Is kind of what I was thinking. Just to kind of keep the I figure we'll ride in and kind of turn left and park these guys towards the front side of this, so we're not going to want to do too much up here because it's just going to get blocked. So why don't we start off, we'll put our smithy over here. Now this one we're going to eyeball because if we do K mode we'll be looking at the ceiling. So boy, that's really good. I'm actually quite pleased with how I placed that. Very nice. Okay, and then we'll do S plus crafting station. I generally do these two right next to each other just because they kind of are your mainstay for early game crafting. We got that there. That's beautiful. Okay, so we'll go over to this other side here. We're gonna take our upgrade, or wait, hold on. Do I have the right bench? Yeah, upgrade station. Do our upgrade station right here. And I'm kind of just looking at that silhouette and seeing how it pops out of the wall, if you're wondering what I'm doing here. Because I want it, I don't want it clipped into the wall, but I want it snug to the wall. And then this little guy attaches, so it can only be placed right there. So we've got that set up. Then we made this blueprint, we might as well see. Okay, whatever this is, it's super buggy. Okay, I don't. Good day. Just throw that guy on the ground. So what we'll put next to this guy then over here is we're gonna put our handy dandy little table, and this is literally just a table. But for now, this will be our little alchemical area, so we'll throw couple mortar and pestles on here. So we can, no, so it's not on the ground. It feels a little neater, a little nicer. This is actually a perfect parking space because we got that ladder clear. I like that. And then we just need to slap our bed down somewhere. And, you know, I'm gonna say, honestly, I'm probably just gonna put it against this far wall over here. You don't really do sleeping in this game, but this is my respawn point, and we don't have a respawn point. We've been super lucky that we haven't died. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna name this, and this is gonna be Bodie McBedface. So now we'll know when we die, we can choose this as a respawn location. We'll respawn here. And we're gonna want to start getting into some like other materials. We're gonna want to get like chitin so we can start making some cementing paste, but we certainly want to start making stuff out of metal. I'm going to show you a cool little trick. This is something I like to do. We're going to make us crafting. We're gonna do a transfer gun. Oh, did they get rid of the gun? Tool. I think they call it tools now. Omni tool. Oh, is it just the multi-tool? Yeah. Okay. I think they did condense them all down into one gun. I don't know what the PU internal mode is. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna make an Omni tool. Hold on. So Omni tool I like because so this gun right here, by the way, just to give y'all an idea of what I was doing, if you have it on pickup mode and you highlight something and you shoot it, you'll pick it up. I'm not gonna do it because these things are a pain in the butt to place. Just make sure you don't have it on demo mode because it'll demo. So it just makes reaching things at range a lot more convenient. Okay, so if I click on this bench right here, got it. Got it. Set source. Okay, never mind. Set source. So I just right clicked on this guy, set him as my source. I'm clicking on this working station. I set it as my target. Everything from his inventory has just been moved into there. It's amazing. Do the same thing to sparkles. Boom, we just transferred everything. Easy peasy. It's limited in range, but it is great for us. Now we can come in here to this bench and we could craft anything that we would want to have. Just pretty awesome. And we do have a lot of resources in here. Gosh, these are S+ blueprints that we don't have access to because it's all tech tier stuff. So we've got a bunch of extra crafting materials in here, our bows, arrows, all the stuff that we left sitting around. Super awesome. Now we're gonna come over here into the smithy, and we were talking about getting some upgrades on today, and two of the most important upgrades we want to do, at least to start with, is we want to get ourselves a metal hatchet and a metal pickaxe. They're higher quality tools, they'll last longer, and they'll also get us more materials gathered per swing. So now we don't have any resources in this bench because we moved it to the other one, and this is the bench we make our tools in. But what we can do is highlight the item, and because again we're using S+ quality of life mod, we click this and it pulls exactly what I need to craft that tool and nothing else. It's amazing. It's really nice. So again, click here, boom, and it'll do it from any storage container in a radius. Now right now I'm just using my S+ crafting bench as a storage. I could put boxes down, everything. It wouldn't matter if one material's in one box, another material's in another box, as long as they're both within range. That's gonna pull them in. So that's awesome. So if we, I'm actually gonna do folder view. Yeah, I'm gonna just do folder view for now. So we're gonna pull these into our inventory. But not being content to rest on our laurels there, we're going to come over here to this handy dandy upgrade bench. Now what this, so in vanilla Ark, if you're not familiar, you do get blueprints later on that'll let you make higher quality tools. Now you can't make higher quality tools yourself without a blueprint. Doesn't matter what you put your crafting skill to. They really should have done that with crafting skill, and honestly, if they had, I would never use a bench like this because it would just make sense that I spend XP into crafting and I make better crafty things. It is completely random and incredibly rare to get all the blueprints you need for various things. Now, by the time that you've been hanging out in in-game forever and getting lots of drops and stuff, sure, you may have them. But otherwise you don't. So I like to put in this mod, which is the upgrade station, and it lets me take an item and upgrade it, but you can see up here it gives me a cost. I need metal, wood, and hide. Metal, wood, and hide for both of those tools in order to upgrade them. So I'm going to come over here to the S+ bench. Now the pull thing doesn't work on that one because that's from a different mod, sadly. So, but we will just grab ourselves some of this, some of that. And I'm going to bring all this metal over because I am okay with spending it, because it is going to pay dividends for me in the long run to be able to gather more, which is why I'm going to start with my pick, because that is the metal gathering tool. So you can see now its damage went from 100% to 199%. It is a tier 2 ramshackle weapon. We'll go ahead and upgrade again. We went to an apprentice weapon, which is blue, 263.9%. Notice that the durability is also going up. It's 231 up from a base 40. 329. And we're at Mastercraft, 411. And that's our final tier we can get on it. Ascendant, 350 durability, 456.9. So we'll go ahead and pull that into our inventory here. Now we'll come back to our axe. We'll do the same game here. Oh, and we're out of hide, and because we don't have enough metal ingots either. So we're kind of capped on this one. We got the important one done. Now about this little add-on, this Augment Station. The number generation on all these is random. So 456% is not the max damage that an Ascendant thing can do. This lets you create individual things that'll up things like damage or, you know, water retention for armor, better durability, so on and so forth. So this is yet another tier of augmentation you can do. Right now, we got these super cool tools. We're just gonna throw away these guys. And yeah, so now, oh, you know what? Actually, before we throw these away, these guys, let me grab that pick real quick. So let's go over here to our metal nodes. And I have not harvested these nodes at all. All the metal we've gotten is from river rocks, and I did it very specifically because with this stone pick, basic stone pick, look at that. I'm getting stone. I just got 2 metal. So that was like 4 swings. I got 29 stone and 2 metal. 2 swings over 100 metal. 60, almost 60 metal per swing. And that does have an effect. I get a lot more metal, and it's not just about per swing, which is, although admittedly that is very nice, but it's overall from the particular node how much metal I'm gonna get based off of the damage I do. So that's really nice upgrade. And oh, and by the way, there's a beehive here, and we need like stuff in order to get the queen bee out of this and make our own hive. But it's nice to know we got a little bit of honey right next to us. But yeah, we're gonna come over here and harvest these up. But as you guys can see, we made some pretty awesome upgrades today. Please don't step on me. I don't want to accidentally hit him with this pick and have him ruin my universe. But look at that. Tore through all those metal nodes incredibly fast. We'll be gathering stone a lot faster too because of our upgraded axe. We've got our cool little house with our cool little space down here. I'm gonna probably end up making another furnace. Forge, not furnace, forge. So we're gonna make another furnace. I'm gonna get those other 2 lined up upstairs. We'll get some of this metal smelting, and that'll put us in some good position for some upgrades. Going forward, we might get into some armor and some weapons, but I have a feeling what we're gonna do next time is get into some taming. But of course, that will be next time, because it is time for us to take a long rest, my friends. Thank you again for joining me. And if you guys want to check out more action, come check me out on Twitch. I'm there 5 nights a week, Wednesday through Sunday. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to continue the adventure. And may the RNG be ever in your favor. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.